The Lego Castle and Pirate cleaning operation has commenced. All these parts have gone through the ultrasonic cleaner. Unfortunately, though, because of how heavy the dust is on a lot of this stuff, I think I'm going to have to run it through again or go to strategy number 2, which is the old dish soap and toothbrush method. But some of them came out really clean and they're looking pretty good. This is just the first day, round 1 of loose parts. Just to be safe, anything that resembled a Lego set in any way, I ended up keeping assembled in here so we could identify sets that we don't have manuals for potentially. So this will be the last of the stuff that I actually go through and break down and clean. So we got this to go through. Speaking of going through things, Clarkman's actually has a fun project. He is going through all the minifigs, which I cleaned yesterday, and we're putting them into piles. You got all the castle guys, you got pirates, you got Islanders, and then I guess we'll put him over here. We got a couple Western guys as well. I want to do a showcase showing everybody that we got here because we just had it all kind of sprawled out on the floor as it is kind of now. But we're going to show everything that we've got just so you can get an idea of what we're working with here in terms of minifigs, because that's pretty darn exciting for the number that we got. These guys came out very clean, not too much dust on them like a lot of the stuff upstairs. So I'm not too worried about running through these a second time. All the accessories are there as well. And then all of this is just needs to be gone through. And I'd say this is probably the dustiest of the stuff because that was assembled and I'm assuming was on display. That's why that stuff's so dirty. But I'm gonna go through some more of this. I'll show you my process for this. We did have some casualties, I should say. This is pretty common, but these trees were already broken. This wasn't, oh, that one's okay. This is stuff that I just found in there and I was sad, but you know, cost of doing business, I suppose, when it comes to 30-year-old Lego. For cleaning these things, I've got this ultrasonic cleaner here, and this is where I left off yesterday. I have some dragons that we cleaned up, and they're actually pretty dry. I put them in these mesh bags. A whole video on these. I got 3 of these, so we just kind of rotate them, and then I put some stuff in there, break it all down, put it in there, and then we run it through the cleaner, and just time and pressure will eventually get through all this. We'll take this up and add it to the collection of drying stuff. Let's make a spot for this. Just move this over. Sometimes I just shuffle these things around to get some of the water out. But man, that dust, very stubborn. If you have any pro tips on how to remove that, like right now, the ultrasonic cleaner, it's doing its job, but there was just such a thick layer on everything that I don't think it could get all of it. And as you can see there, still residual. So I don't know if I do another round of that or if I do it the hard way like I mentioned, but we'll slide this over. Sorry, headphone users. Let's see what our latest bounty is from the cleaning. I think I got all the dragons. I did a bunch of those trees. They're still kind of damp, so we'll lay those out here. We even got a crocodile in there too. Maybe he's an alligator. We'll say alligator. Here are our black dragons. 2 of them made it in, and they're pretty damp right now, so we'll set those up. And there's another one, and a bunch of tree stuff. Oh, there's our green dragon. I'm colorblind now too, apparently. I was thinking maybe the reason that this stuff's coming out dirty is because I'm overloading the ultrasonic cleaner, trying to get as much in as I can. So I'm doing smaller loads now. I'm gonna see if that helps at all. We'll try that today. All these plates I cleaned by hand, so they're all looking very nice. Basically brand new. This stuff was well taken care of. It just sat out, and that's why I'm cleaning it. It's just all the dust got to it. But all this turned out really nicely, and that'll serve us well when we're recreating these sets, which is our ultimate plan with this.
Put them on the base plate?
Yeah, let's put them on the plates, and we'll see what we got there.
I'll put them like as close together as I possibly can.
Okay. You think we'll fill up that entire plate?
Maybe.
The lineup is starting. Wizard has entered the chat.
Wizard.
And his twin brother. And they're triplets.
And then they're quadruplets.
So some of these, I think we could sell some of this because do we need 4 wizards?
Yes.
Okay, we need 4 wizards. We can't sell it. But I just am really excited about piecing all this together and like having this experience. Obviously cleaning it's gonna not be very fun. But once we get it all cleaned and everything disassembled, then we can go through and try to recreate these sets. And that's ultimately what I want to do, is rebuild everything that I can out of this, plus more. You guys are leaving comments and sets you think we have. And yeah, we're going to try it all. How's the guys going? Oh my gosh, you got a whole lineup there, Clark, man.
The starting lineup.
It's like a family reunion. Everybody's there. This is going to be the coolest thing that you see in this entire video. What's not so cool is the part that I'm doing, which is more cleaning. I'm just going to take a handful here and Let's see what we can do.
Might need one whole base plate for like all these castle guys. Look at this.
That's a good problem to have, Clark, man.
More than half of the plate is used up on these castle dudes.
Wow. Those parts that you saw up there that had dust on them, this is kind of how they're starting out. So the ultrasonic cleaner, it's putting in work. It's just, I think this might be too much for it. You can see just like the grime. Someone said they needed to wash their hands after watching our haul video, Clark. We needed hazmat suits.
There they all are.
That's everybody from Castle.
Time to get on to Pirates, then Islanders, and then the Wild West.
Okay.
Yeah!
Break all these down, get all the pieces torn apart. Again, this is nothing like identifiable. I do see we have another broken leaf here.
Oh.
Yeah, that just, with those assembled like that. Hopefully that wasn't us that did that.
I'm swimming in the ocean.
He doesn't need one peg leg, he needs two.
Here you go, mate. Have my peg leg.
There's the side of a castle. Look at that. You guys see that? Some Lego expert is going to be like, I know exactly what set that's from. It was my favorite set from when I was a kid. I'll be like, thank you. We'll build it. I actually made a list of all of the sets that people referenced in the last video that we might have here. And I'm going to try to look them up. And once we have all these parts all parted out, that's when the construction begins.
Dang. There's like no pirates.
What the heck, Clark? Where's all our pirates? We only have like 30 of them. Said no one ever.
Pirates versus the castle. Who will win?
Oh, that'd be a good battle. Yeah, I think the castle guys might have this one.
Yeah, they got 4
Although
wizards.
the pirates have guns.
4 wizards, 1 witch, and a king.
Who wins in a battle? Pirates or castle guys? Is it a battle on the water or a battle on land? That's another important thing.
On the land.
Ooh. Castle guys have a lot of armor. And also horses, though. And catapults.
They can't use any weapons. It's a fist fight.
Oh, a fist fight? Well, then it just comes down to numbers. And
It's
I
like
think
an
that
average school fight.
They have wizards, though.
You wizard! I was about to do it.
Don't do it. Okay, do it.
You wizard, Harry.
I knew you wanted to do it.
Ah,
Hey, I just found a dry rotted rubber band. Our greatest score of all time.
a rotted rubber band.
Yeah, this thing is brittle. Probably been in there since 93. Any treasure in here, guys? Oh, we got a stud.
The rubber band's like, back in my day.
Hey, this stuff's younger than I am, so watch yourself. We'll put Clark on this. By the end of the week, he'll have all this stuff all cleaned up, ready to go for me to start building. And then he can watch me build as I enjoy and have fun. No, it's going to be teamwork makes the dream work. We're going to get it all. We'll get it all done. Just got to go through the grind first, because you want this stuff to be clean. You don't want to build sets that are filthy.
And that's the last pirate.
Yarg! The pirates are there, matey.
There's like 2 more rows of castle than there is pirates.
Wow. This is going to be cool.
And of course, no legs. He's the shortest pirate.
He might be my favorite fig, no legs back there.
Yeah.
He's got heart. He's got character. All right, go grab another blue plate over there. We'll put the Islanders on there, since they're of the sea as well, I think. I think I'm going to do a layout of this stuff one last time, and just maybe either take photos or a quick video being like, here's everything that's constructed. Let me know what we have. Because that is super helpful to be like, you have set number 6, 7, 8, 9, or whatever it may be. It could be helpful. Because we have a lot more than just in those manuals.
Is it okay if I throw a little piece here? I just want to put that like on the bottom here so I can have the monkey like hanging out on this pool.
Yeah, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, buddy. It's your own happy little world there of minifigs.
There we go. Perfect. The monkey can be on there.
He's with the Islanders.
Oh, yeah, because he lives on the island with them with the nanas.
Makes sense.
Might be 14 or 12 islanders. I don't really know.
It looks like
I guess I kind of know.
Wait, no, he's not an Islander.
I know.
He goes with the Western guys.
There we go.
And that too.
Only 12. Only 12.
You've been removed.
12 islanders. Versus a pirate army. Who wins?
Oh, no.
We have 2 sheriffs dead.
Ooh, that could lead to a lot of infighting, I feel like. I'm the real sheriff.
No, I'm the real sheriff.
I got all my parts broken down here.
Alright, I'm gonna
Is that done?
Yep, they're all of our stuff.
All right, let's put them up on Brickitect so people can actually see these things, because I promise a display. Obviously, you guys really came here to see me clean stuff. Uh-oh. Might have a drop test happening. You came here for the cleaning, but we'll show you the minifigs, because that's way more fun, if we're being honest.
Who cares about this?
You don't want to see... I'm going to do a 24-hour cleaning live stream. Make sure you sub and leave a like. We got you covered. Oh, the actual battle? That's cool. Holy smokes.
Oh, geez, some guys fell off. I gotta get the others.
Okay. We're going to do a count here of everybody that we have just to see what the total number came out to be. But I'll do a flyover so you guys can see all of the minifigs that came from our $200 Lego Castle and Pirates lot. I think we did pretty good for ourselves here, Clark, man. I had no idea that was all in there. I saw a couple minifigs. Like, I saw that one. I was like, oh, that's cool. But, yeah, there was a lot in there that we were not expecting. And the Pirates, we got these are the Islanders. We've got the Western guys. And I have that Western set with the Sheriff, so we probably will sell that, recoup some of our costs there. Got lots of Islanders. We got even more Castle. And these are like from every realm of Castle. So if you see something here that really strikes you, like you're like, oh, that's like the most rare minifig I've ever seen in my life, let us know. Maybe we'll sell a wizard or two in the future. Although Clarkman says you can never have too many wizards. So I don't know if we will. But there's those guys. It's really hard to show these, actually. I'm trying to get the guys in the middle. There's the king hanging out back there. Long live the king. And then here are all of our pirates. I see a lot of guys with this torso. It's really sticking out. Lots of little piratey dudes.
Stand still.
Yeah, we got lots of accessories. So if you're wondering why some of them don't have helmets or hats or swords or guns, man, we got you covered. I'm picking some of those out right now, actually, but those are all those guys. Hopefully I did an okay job sharing that. Let's do an overhead shot so you can see. Let's count them too, Clarkman. You want to do the count? Clarkman's been in school for 5 years. Let's see if it pays off here.
49 pirates.
49 pirates. Okay, keep that number in your brains. We got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42, 44, 46, 48, 50, 52, 54, 56, 58, 60, 62, 64, 66, 68.
All right, 49 and 68.
Oh. What is that?
Do we need a
117? I'm going to get my phone out.
49, 68.
Okay, let's do this. Thought we were going to be mathletes here. 49, 68, 117. I was right. Okay, this should be easy now. You already said that we've got 12 of those, right?
Yep.
We count the monkey as a minifig?
Yeah.
Okay, plus 12. That's counting the monkey?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 129, and then...
And then 5, 6, 7, 8.
Plus 8. What do you think that equals? What's 129 plus 8?
137.
Ding, 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 ding! 137 minifigs.
I'm like 136.
Oh, we have
like...
to... Summer school for Clark, man. He won't be here for the rest of this because he's going to be in summer school.
So 138 minifigs here.
137.
137.
You got the number wrong. He's going to summer school. Actually, your punishment for getting it wrong, cleaning that entire bin of Lego, which is what we're going to get into. So 137 vintage castle, pirate, islander, western minifigs in our lot. Don't mind that mess here.
Nice.
Big mess. If that's all you came here for, thanks for joining us. If you'd like to see some cleaning, we're going to get into that now. I got all of my parts all separated here. Here, Clark, man, you want to put those in that little bin for me? Or that mesh bag? This helps you so you don't have to pick all the pieces out of the cleaner. You just put them in one of those bags. Imagine you could probably put these in your washing machine too if you wanted to get real frisky. But the ultrasonic cleaner I like. Let's just not overload this because there's pieces like this that need to get that ultrasonic clean.
We need that cleanse.
Yes. That might be a little too much for the cleaner. We'll give it a run, see what happens. Can you zip that up for me? And I'll show everybody how this whole system works. Although my camera, the audio quality is going to get destroyed when I do this. Again, if you want to see the video on this thing, I have like 2 of them on the channel here. This thing cleans it through ultrasonic sound waves. How cool is that? Keep the water at like 37, which is kind of like body temperature basically. You don't want it too hot. And I run it for 5 minutes. I usually let this heat up a little bit, but what I might do is run it once, and then I'll run it again, and by then it'll be nice and warm. So this is just water from yesterday. Someone told me in my last video that you don't need to empty it every day. It does have a little spigot thing here that I just put into the sink, but you don't need to empty this every single time you do it. I have a little bit of soap in there, which I'll put a little more in, I suppose. Just a little dollop is all you need. And then put your parts in. Oh, that water is chilly right now. But you put these in here. I just kind of put that over top. I put this in, and that is that's how I clean these, or at least attempt to. You saw some of the dust doesn't necessarily all come off. We put that on, and I'm going to probably have to cut this here because the audio is going to get terrible. At least it does with my other camera. Clarkman hates the sound of this thing. Doesn't bother me too much, but we should get it in the storage room probably for long-term keeping. 5 minutes later, our Lego pieces are hopefully cleaned. Again, the water's still a little chilly, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to flip them around a little bit. And again, I'm hoping there's enough space in here that these are actually getting cleaned. Otherwise, we're going to do very small batches over and over and over again. I'm going to actually put some more water in here too. This is most certainly the content you subscribe for, but this is my life right now. This is what I'm doing. The minifig thing was just a nice little side quest. I enjoyed that. But this is really what we need to do to get this done and get to the next level, which is building all this stuff. So let's do another 5 minutes and we'll pull these out of here. That batch we're going to call done. I'm going to let that drain a little bit into the sink here. And we'll start our rotation. Here's my next round going in. And I feel like if I just keep doing this endlessly, these will get cleaned sooner rather than later. So we'll run that and we'll go up and take these out. I'll show you what we got. For the dry stuff from yesterday, I'm going to do a deep dive just to make sure that the pieces that are going to be going into the collection as clean are actually clean. The ones that are still dusty, I'll run again or hand clean as I talked about. But we'll get these off of my towel because we're going to need the space here for this. I'm betting I can get through a lot of this just today. If I just keep this going like a factory, I might be able to crank this out. Got those all in there, and now we'll take out our wet pieces and see how it turned out. After 2 runs in there. Both in somewhat cold water. That boat's looking nice, although it is wet right now. Once it dries, that's when you really start seeing the dust make its appearance again. There's always one piece that just never wants to come out of there, but there we go. And that is everything from that batch. Again, once it dries, that's when we'll see the truth behind it, because right now everything looks so wonderful, but I'm sure there's still more dust on here, but we'll get it all taken care of. If you have any tips for me on how to make this process better, easier, faster, more efficient, or just better in any way, feel free to leave a comment and let me know, because I'm open for all and any suggestions that you have. So that's going to be my life for at least a little while now, cleaning up 90s Lego parts. Does it get any better than that? I like to think yes, and that'll be the next step, which is building all this stuff. And I can't wait. So I'm heavily motivated, and I'll bring you along with me on this journey. Who else saw it? Who was triggered by this guy standing here with all the castle guys? Clarkman had one job to do. I'm just kidding. He doesn't know. But he goes with the Western guys. I'm curious to see how many people comment on that. Now you're going to have to go back and change it. And now we have a hole in our lineup here. We'll just go like this. That seems right. So there you go. All is right with the world now. You guys will be able to sleep soundly tonight. I will as well, once all this cleaning's done. But that's our video. And this guy is no longer with the people that he doesn't belong with. He's with the other people that are probably going to shoot him.